Okay, so today let's go to learn the 6 rules of Pinyin, right? We learn a lot of Pinyin, right? We learn single vowel, double vowel, pronouncing vowel, ethnic vowel, right? Then today we learn how to use it, right? Use the correct way, right? Yeah, when you pronounce the Pinyin, how to read it correctly, right? Yeah, so this is the last part of Pinyin, okay? We will learn the 6 rules of Pinyin. Yes, because there are so many Pinyins, okay? So many rules of Pinyin. So I just summarize them into 6 rules, okay? So the first rule is, you see, first rule, when this group. So what are they? When this group with this vowel together. So how to read this group? Do you remember? Remember? Friends, z, right? Cats, c, right? Point, okay? Yeah. Friends, z, cats, c, silk, no mass, c, right? Dream, jackpot, right? Cheap, jackpot, shy, shipot, road, right? Yeah, when this group with this vowel, how to read this one? E, yes, also smiling sound. E, right? So you see, when this group is consonant, right? Yeah, consonant always at the beginning, remember? Yeah. So this consonant with this E sound together. This vowel E together. No E sound. No E sound. Yeah. No E sound. Okay. No E sound. Okay. Yeah, no E sound. What that means, so for example, how to read this pinyin. So first one, how to read this one? So the consonant is friends, z, vowel is e, so z. Yeah, so remember, when this group is vowel together, is this with this e together, no e sound. So you only pronounce this group, pronounce this consonant. So no e sound, delete the e sound. So how to pronounce this consonant? Friends, z, yes. You see? So this pinyin, we read it. Z, okay? Yeah, no e sound. Only pronounce this consonant, okay? So say, how to pronounce this pinyin? So this number S is in this group. Yes, right? So no e sound, okay? Yeah, so first delete this e sound. Only read this consonant, so s, yes. Okay, so I mark the tone. Okay, I mark the tone. Yeah, so fourth tone, right tone. So how to read this one? Go so, right? So 自私, yes. 自私, okay? Yeah. So, for example. So how to read this? So you see this consonant in this group? 自私是支持是日 in this group, right? So this vowel e, no e sound. So first delete this e. So yes. And then z, yes, no e sound. So I mark the tone. Neutral tone. So 豆豆日子 okay? Okay, so one more example. So how to read this? So first check, is this consonant in this group? Yeah, so no e sound. So cats, yes. Then dream, jackpot, right? dream jackpot. I write this first, okay? Help you to read this consonant, okay? So dream jackpot. So I mark a tone, okay? Second tone. So 我辞职 yeah 辞职 right 看辞我辞我职辞职 yes 跟我读发面辞职 yes okay so one more example okay so yeah of course in this group right so no e sound so just read the consonant so dream so trip right trip so okay I mark a tongue okay right tongue second tongue so 搜我支持 yes okay so this is the first rule of pinyin remember when this group is consonant with e together no e sound you just read this consonant itself okay yeah okay you don't put this e sound in it okay yeah you first delete this e sound read this consonant itself okay yeah try to remember this rule okay so got it okay so practice more okay yeah so let's see the number two rule okay second rule okay yeah so it's good okay this v is u right yeah so when this group with u together okay when this group with u together remember this u the two dots disappear yeah so when this G7E with u together it's u the two dots disappear it changes to this way so okay right when this consonant this group with u together then okay yeah so how to read this pinyin when these two this consonant with this vowel together how to read this so how to read this one so first how to read this genius remember genius yeah genius G part so this is G okay yeah so G so here is U or U you see this G7E with U together these two dots disappear so remember this is not U it's still U sound okay so try to remember this group with U together no sound okay no sound yeah this group never with U okay when you see this U actually is U just the two dots disappear you still read it as U okay so put together genius G yes so I mark a tone okay so next so first letter we write more example okay so first let's read this full pinyin okay without tone okay yeah so G okay so here cheese right so chi then this is U or U right no U sound okay this group never was U sound no U okay yeah so cheese chi yes this one so this is she right she so she U or U yeah U so 西于虚 yeah so Yes, this is yu, not u, okay? Yeah, so try to remember. When this ji, qi, xi, yi with yu together, these two dots appear. So still yu sound, never u sound, okay? Yeah, this group never with u together, okay? Yeah, so you can read it as ji, u, ju, right? No u sound, so you can read the ji, u, ju. Yeah, but ji, yu, ju, okay? So you can read it the qi, yu, chu, no. Qi, yu, chu, okay? Yeah, here, xi, wu, shu, no. Xi, yu, shu, okay? Here, yi, wu, yu, no. Yi, yu, yu, okay? Yu sound. Yu sound, okay? Still yu sound, okay? Yeah. So try to remember this point, okay? So next time when you see this pinyin, this group, ji, qi, xi, yi, with this, looks like u, right? With this vowel together, you know, okay, it's yu sound. It's yu sound. Just the two dots disappear, okay? Yeah. Okay, so got it. Yeah, so this group, okay? So let's see the example, okay? I'll read this, okay? So, second tone, okay? It's neutral tone. So, first, this 我鱼, so, 基于居, so, 我举, okay? So, no 意思 right? So, 我的橘子 yes 橘子 is orange, okay? Okay, orange, okay? Yeah. So next one, and mark a tone, okay? So I'll read this one. So this is 我鱼, you see? 七, yeah, so 七 in this group. So okay, 鱼 so 七鱼区 go 去 yes 去 means go to. So how to say go to Beijing? Go to Beijing. How to say go to Beijing? How to say? Okay, 去 yes, it's go to. It's 去 okay, 去 yeah, 去北京. I get right 去北京. So welcome to Beijing. Okay, so this is of okay. So I'll read this one. G, yes, this consonant is not in that group. So still read this E, okay? Right? So G, go, G, yeah, so this is 我鱼, so 西鱼须 go, 续, so go, 续, 继续, yes, 继续 means continue, okay? Continue, okay? Yeah, so in the future, you will hear me say a lot of this phrase, 继续, it means continue, okay? Yeah, for example, when we talk to each other, someone came and interrupt us, right? Then when he leaves, I say, 你, you, 继续, you go on, 继续, go on, you continue, got it? Yeah, so this is 继续, okay? So you go ahead, you 继续, okay? 继续 okay 跟我读继续 yeah try to remember this phrase okay useful okay so another okay so here is 我鱼 okay you see this E is in this group right so 鱼 yes so 鱼 so second tone 我鱼 yes so 鱼 means fish okay yeah so do you like to eat 鱼? Do you like it to eat 鱼? Yes or no, but you try to remember this one, okay? Because if you like it, so when you in the restaurant in China, you can say, I want 鱼, okay, yeah. So if you don't like it, you can say no 鱼, okay? No 鱼, okay? So 鱼, yes, 鱼, okay, 鱼, okay. If you don't like it, no 鱼, okay? Yeah, so this is 鱼 fish, okay? Yeah. Okay? Yeah. So let's see the number 3, the rule number 3. So I have a question. Do you know how we make the tone? Do you remember? So we mark a tone on the on the vowel, yes. So, but how about if we have several vowels in one pinyin? For example, like this. So there are two vowels, right? E and R, right? So we mark on which one? So do you know? Okay, so actually we mark the tone according to the order, like A, O, E, U, U, okay? Yeah. What I mean, so normally we mark the tone on the first one. So which one is in front? We mark on which one. So this R, O, U, U, this I is the front one, right? Yeah. So, okay, yeah, we according to this order, okay? Which one is in front? We mark on which one, okay? Yeah. So in this case, so this pin, so I want to mark the flat tone, so on which one? E or R? See, according to this order, which one is in front? We mark on which one? So E, R on which one? Yes, on this R, right? Flat tone. Okay? Yeah, so for another example, okay? Yeah, so you see this? Yeah, if I want to mark the third tone, on which one? E or E? You see this order, which one is in front? Yes, third tone. Okay? Yeah. Okay, another example. Oh. So I want to mark the flat tone, so on which one? U or R? R, yes, R is in front, right? Okay. So, but we have exceptional, okay? Yeah, okay? Yeah, when the vowel is U and I, only these two vowels, then we mark the tone on the last one. Yeah, we don't according to this order, we mark the tone on the last one, for example. Yeah, I want to mark the second tone, so on which one? We mark the tone on the last one. If there is only these two vowels, so mark on the last one. So this is the last one. So second tone. Yeah. Okay. When E and U together, we only mark on the last one. Okay. There's only these two vowels. Okay. An example. Yeah. See, the vowel is only these two, right? U and I, right? So we mark on the last one. So the third tone. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. In this case, we don't order this order, right? Because there is only U and I. So we mark on the last one. Okay. Yeah. So got it? Okay. Okay, now you see write this one. Okay. Yeah. So if I want to mark the tone, mark the fourth tone, so on which vowel? E or R? Yes, R, right? First tone. Yeah. So how to read this one? I'll read this one. Okay, so we read this from vowel to consonant. Okay, so vowel is E, right? R, so together. Yeah. More quickly. Yeah, yeah, yes. Then we put it consonant. So how to read this consonant? Xi, yeah. Xi, ya, xia. It's correct tone, first tone. Go, go, go. Xia, xia, xia. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So from vowel to consonant. Okay, this is the correct tone. Okay. Yeah. Next example. Yeah. I want to mark the first tone. So on which one? So only U and E together. This is exceptional. So yeah, on the last one. So how to read this one? So this is a double vowel. Do you remember? Similar sound is this word. So yeah, we. So 的为对 go 的为对 right? Okay, so an example. Okay, so the right phrase. Okay. So I'll read this. So one by one. So first this pinyin. So vowel is E, then on. So on O shape. Then raise back of tongue, then move the tip of tongue backward. On, right? So together. E on yung, right? So put the consonant. 凶. Yes, it's 凶. Okay, so how about this one? So the vowel is loud, all parts. Remember? So more, mer is mer. So mer or mau, right? So I read it with correct tone. Okay, so you try to mark on it. Okay. First eyes, yeah. Try to mark. You write the pinyin on your notebook. Okay, yeah. Then I read it with correct tone. Then you try to mark on it. Okay, check it if you are right or wrong. Okay, so listen. 熊猫 Done. Okay, you write this two pinyin on your notebook. Now I read with the correct tone. So you mark on the pinyin. Okay. So first check the tone you mark is right or wrong. Then is first the position. First the position of your tongue is right or wrong. Second, is it the correct tone? Okay. Yeah, correct tone. So I rate it. Yeah. 熊猫 Okay, you mark these two pinyin. Yeah. Yeah. So which tone? On which vowel? Okay. So you try to mark on it. Okay. So I read again. 熊猫 Done. Okay. So I write the right answer. Okay. So 熊, this is second tone. Okay, and on the vowel of O, right? R-O-E, so on O, right? Second tone, right? So, Mo, yes, on this R, right? The first, right? This is right tone, okay? Yeah. So, 熊猫, okay? It is the correct tone? Okay. Not 熊猫, okay? Not the third tone, okay? 熊猫, okay? Okay? Yeah, so let's see another one. Okay. Yes. You write this pinyin on your notebook, okay? And I read it the correct tone, then you mark on it, okay? And check you're right. Okay? So, okay? Done? Okay, so listen. 水 So, done? Okay, so this is the correct answer. So, right? You see? Mark on last one. When U and E together, right? And 水 is the third tone. Well, 水, okay? Yeah, it means water, okay? Yeah, water. And this 熊猫 means panda, okay? Yeah, panda. Okay? You can see panda in Sichuan, Chengdu, right? Panda, 熊猫 panda. 水 water, okay? Okay. Next one. Okay, you write this pinyin in the book, okay? Yeah. So, down. Okay, listen. 舅舅 So, I mark the tone, okay? Yeah. See? 豆豆 First one is first tone. Second one is neutral tone. 舅舅 okay? Yeah. So, which means uncle at mother's side. Okay? Yeah. 舅舅. Okay? We call uncle at mother's side 舅舅. Okay? Yeah. So try to remember this phrase. Okay? 舅舅. Yeah. It's a very important person in the family in China. Okay? Yes. So this is 舅舅. Okay? Yeah. So more example. Okay? Yeah. So, okay, so write pinyin on your notebook, okay? Yeah. Okay, so I read it, okay? 多少 Okay, so I mark it. Yeah, first one is flat tone. O, right? R, O, so this O is in front of U, right? Yeah. 少, okay? Third tone. 多少, okay? Yeah. Means how much? How many? This one, okay? Yeah. 多少, okay? So 多少 money, right? 多少 money, okay? So next one. So you write the pinyin on your notebook, okay? Yeah. So done. Okay, so I'll read it. It's correct tone, okay? 留学生，留学生 ，mark it. Yeah, it's two. Second tone. This is first tone, okay? Yeah. Yeah, this is on the last one, right? E and U together, right? And this is is in front of U, so on right? Yeah, so this is only one vowel, right? So 留学生, okay? Yeah, so 留学生 means overseas student, okay? Overseas student, okay? Yeah, 留学生, okay? So this one. How to read this one? I read it, okay? You read on your notebook. Yeah, you read the pinyin, vowel, then consonant, and put them together, okay? So you make sure you can pronounce each vowel, each consonant, right? If you don't, try to make it more familiar, okay? Yeah. So I read it with correct tone. 电话，电话，电话. Okay. Yeah, I write and mark it. You see, all on R sound, right? R vowel, because in the front, right? So 电话, okay? So 电话 means telephone, okay? Yeah. Okay. Last one, okay? Yeah. We write this pinyin in the book, okay? Okay, so done. Okay, I read it. 酒店，酒店。Okay, mark it. Right? On the last one, E and U together, right? This is R is in front, right? So 酒店。Right? So 酒店 means hotel, okay? Okay. Yeah. So you try to familiar with these rules, okay? Yeah. We mark a tone on the vowel. But when there is several vowel according to this order, okay? R, O, E, U, U. Which one is in front? We mark on which one, right? Right? But there is exceptional. When the vowel is only U and E, we mark on the last one, right? Okay, yeah. And you should try to mark the correct tone, okay? Yeah. So, frightened. 我 second tone. Well, third tone. Go, fourth tone. Okay, try to familiar with this fourth tone. Okay, yeah, read more. Okay, don't be shy, but try, practice more. Much better next time. Okay, let's continue the 6 reports. Okay, so you see this one. How to pronounce this one? I use the number to represent tone. Okay. This is flat tone, right? So how read this? This consonant is E. This vowel is E. So E. Okay, actually we pronounce it one time. Just E, okay? E, yes, it's number 1. Okay? It's number 1. Okay? This means number 1, okay? Yeah, and the character is like this. Yeah, it's just one line, okay? So normally when we count a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, this one we called E sound, okay? Yeah, it's E sound, okay? Yeah, it's self sound. This is its self sound. It's self sound, okay? Yeah. So, but sometimes E can be with another word to form a new phrase. Okay? So this E can be with other words to confirm a new phrase. Okay? So when these words, when the tongue of these words after E is first, second, third tone, then this E we change to the fourth tone. See, I say it again. E and other words together form a new phrase. And when the tone of this word after E is first, second, or third tone, this E change to the fourth tone. For example, you see how to read this pinyin? E, yeah. Well. E, 七起, yeah, so 一起. But you see, the tone of this word after E is the 1, 2, 3, right? This tone. Then we change the E to the first tone. So this E, we don't pronounce it E, pronounce it E, right? 一起, okay? Yeah. Got it? So, if the words, the tone of these words after E is fourth tone, then this E we change to the second tone. You see? Example. So E, right? Is how to read this. On, gong, gong, right? So E gong, yes. You see? The tone of this word after E is fourth tone. Then this E, yeah, change to the second tone. So we don't read it E gong. We read it Yi gong, okay? Yeah, which means totally. So I say it again. The words after E, if the tone is the first, second, third tone, then this E we change to the fourth tone, okay? See? Yeah. We don't read the 一起, we read the 一起, right? Yeah, then the tone of this word after E is fourth tone, like this. 一共. We don't read it 一共, we read it 一共, we change to the second tone, okay? Yeah. When the tone is 1, 2, 3, right? Then this E change to 4, right? I try to remember in this way, okay? Yeah. When this word is 4, then we'll change E to 2, okay? Yeah. Okay. I'll find the easy way to remember, okay? So this is an E, okay? Yeah. So let's see some phrase. You see? So how read this one? This is E which tone? You see? The word after E is fourth tone, so yeah, we change to the second tone, so it's E change to the E, yes. How to read this one? 咿呀呀，西呀下，go go go，下下下。So 一下 yes. Good. So what's the meaning of 一下? Means for a short while. Okay. Yes. For example, like I said, this word. How to read this one? Dun. Well, dun. Yes. Dun, which means to wait. This is a word. Dun, right? Yeah. If I say dun, I don't know how long. Right? If you say dun, I don't know how long you want me to wait. Okay. If you just say dun, I don't know how long you want me to wait. But if you put 一下 after done, I know it's done. Time of this done. Maybe not long, okay? Yeah. This is 一下, the meaning of 一下, okay? Yeah. So for E, we have two situations, right? Yeah. And remember, when we change the tone, this change is not only for spoken way, but also for the writing way, okay? So when you write, you also need to write the change tone, okay? Yeah, you see? Should change, okay? Not only for spoken way, but for the writing way, okay? Yeah. So this E, okay? Yeah. So let's do a quick review. You see? The self sound of E is E, flat tone, right? Mean number one. Yeah. And if the tone of this word after E is first, second, or second or third tone, then is E change to first tone, right? Yeah. And if the tone of this word after E is the first tone, then we change this E to the second tone, right? So try to remember this rule, okay? That's E, yeah. So have different situation, right? So let's continue. The number 5 rules. Do you remember this word? Remember? I read this one. Oh, yes. So which means? Yes, now it's adverb. Do you remember? Yeah. So, but if the word also it can form a new word with other word, okay? So, if the word after boo is the first tone, then this boo change to the second tone. Okay? Yeah, if the word after boo is the first tone, then we change the boo to the second tone. Okay, for example, so you see, this word after boo is first tone, so this boo change to the second tone. We don't say boo, we say boo, right? Boo. How to read this one? This is ow, loud, out part, right? This E, yao, go, yao. Yes, we read it. 不要, okay? We don't read it 不要, okay? Yes. When the tone after boo is the fourth tone, then we change this boo to the second tone, okay? So try to remember this one, okay? Yeah, so how to say not afraid of? Do you remember? We learned, right? Yeah, do you remember? Be afraid of? Remember this word? 爸爸. Ah, pa. Yes, pa. So together, pa. Yeah. So in this case, so this boo with first tone or second tone. Ah, yes. Read it as second tone, right? 不怕, right? For the first class, I didn't correct you, right? I think it's too much for you in the first class, so I didn't correct you. Now you know the correct tone, right? Yeah. So also this change is not only for spoken way, also for the writing way, okay? Yeah. So do a quick review. You see, the word after boo is the first tone. We change this boo to the second tone. We don't say 不怕, we say 不怕, okay? We don't say 不要, we say 不要. And this change is not only for spoken way, but also for the writing way, okay? Yes. Okay, let's go on. And rule 6. Okay. See, it's two pinyin. All third tone, right? Yeah, third tone. So if two words are together and both the third tone, so the first word is word should change to the second tone. We don't read the third tone, second tone. So how to say this word? 你好. You see? When two words all the third tone, we change the first word to the second tone, not 你好, but 你好, 我, 你好, okay? 你好 means hello. 你好. Okay? Yeah. Two words also, both are the third tone. We put the first word into the second tone. 你好. So one more example. I'll read this one. 老虎. Sure. Two words on the third tone. 老虎. 老虎. L, 我 老, right? Well, 我 老虎, right? Means tiger, okay? 老虎 tiger, okay? Okay, so on. Okay, three words together. There are three words together. So there's three words, right? These three words together, they are all third tone. You see, these three words, all third tone, right? Yeah. We change the second word. Let's change the second word to the second tone. Yeah. So we don't read it. 小老 read it 小老虎. Okay. Yeah. Right. We change the second word to the second tone. Okay. Yeah. See one more example. Yeah, how to read this one? First, you see, these three words are third tone, so we change the second word to the second tone, right? Yeah, so how to read this one? 要要笑笑 where 小 I, right? And then like the English alphabet I, hi, well, 我 hi. 小孩饿的我岛，小海岛 yes means little island okay 小海岛 okay okay let's see more examples okay yeah how to read this one yeah first you see they are all three or third tone right yeah so change the second word into tone right yes. So I read this one 好 yes 好 this one sorry okay so I read this one 喷我朋所以好朋 this is your part your yes well 有 so 好朋友 this is your part do you remember sorry this is all part this is all part okay yeah so means good friends okay so let's do a quick review okay so if two words together are all the third tone we mark we change the first word to the second tone okay there's more example yeah we don't read it 粉笔粉笔 we read it 粉笔 second 粉笔 okay means chalk this one 洗澡 yes we don't 洗澡 okay take a shower this one more example yeah read it 想洗澡 read it 想洗澡 right want to take a shower okay so that's the 6 rules of Pinyin okay yes that's the 6 rules of Pinyin so you try to remember all of these rules okay yeah help you to pronounce the correct tone okay yeah correct tone correct Pinyin right yes so let's do a quick review okay so what's Pinyin to remember Pinyin yes phonics right yes Pinyin is made of 3 parts yes 3 parts yes and we learn single vowel double vowel and 5 group of consonants right yeah and we learn the front nasal vowel back nasal vowel do you remember yes single vowel double vowel and consonants front nasal vowel and back nasal vowel. Now, next part, we learn the 6 rules Pinyin, right? Yeah. So that's all for the pinyin part, okay? Yeah. So you should try to practice more and to familiar with these 6 words of pinyin. Help you to pronounce the correct pinyin, okay?